Oh, just staring at some guy that can't even class change. He's going to be an annoyance come Radiant Dawn. A super annoyance. Mage9404, welcome you back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, like Marcia duo. So, time passed. I actually did level up Marcia a little bit. Let's see if there's some info conversations, huh? This is from a youth. Commander, how are you? Staring at the sea, I see. It's from Daniel. I know you. You're George, right? You make weapons for us. No, George buys used wear. I'm his twin brother. Well, mostly his twin. He's blonde hair, you see. My name's Daniel. Just remember that I have brown hair and George is blonde. You'll be fine. Brown hair, Daniel, and weapons. Blonde hair, George, and items. I think I'll remember. Fantastic. Say, can I ask you a quick question? You're a battle expert, right? You fought a lot. Enough, yeah. What is it? Picture this. Let's say there are two ships, and suppose there are planks connecting the ships at 3 different points. Alright, I'm picturing it. Now then, soldiers from one ship are about to attack on the other one. Imagine the defending side has fewer soldiers. If they want to mount a self-defense, what should they do? It seems clear enough to me. Position the soldier with the best defense and plank soldiers like cavaliers and knights. I see. So you would hold the enemy at bay by using your strongest allies to block the primary crossing points. Then you'd want to have your long-range attackers line up behind the tougher units barring the bridges. I'm talking about anyone with javelins, axes, or magic. You'd be able to do a lot of damage without much risk. Sounds like a good plan, but it seems rough on the soldiers defending the bridges. You would want to heal them often, obviously, but maybe there's a way to reduce how much damage they take. It's a stretch, but what if I don't have them attack at all? That way they don't run the risk of getting any counterattacks. It's not a bad idea. Great, thanks. That gave me some good ideas. Ideas? For what? Oh, my brother and I have been playing a wargame. I've lost 4 times in a row. A wargame? We'll let you join if you bring some parchment and a quill. Come see us anytime you're curious. See you later. Maybe I shouldn't have been so serious with him. That is actually very thinly veiled foreshadowing. It's Aimee. Oh well, if it's our commander, what brings you down here? I was just on my way to the deck. Oh, I see. That's too bad. I had a story I wanted to share with you. A story? And quite a ripping yarn it is too. Interested? Well, not really. Ah! Oh, you're so rude! Now, you were so sweet the other day. What are you going on about? When those crows attacked, I had wanted to see what they looked like, so I was hiding on the deck, watching. I heard that they could fly, of course, but I know that they could fight. I thought one of them had dropped the drop on you, I couldn't help myself. I cried out, "Commander, watch out!" I thought I heard a strange shrieking sound. That was you? And upon hearing my sweet voice, Commander, you turned around and brought down the crow with one shot. It was awe-inspiring. Not really. He was exhausted from the battle. He could barely move. And besides, Marcia... And that's when you first caught my eye, my dynamic young commander. Is that why your hand always fingers on mine when you hand me my equipment? Whoa! Oh, no, have I been too obvious? Maybe I should send one of the others down to pick up our gear from now on. You're embarrassed, aren't you? You're so cute when you're being coy. Once I set my sights on that man, I never let him get away. Remember that. Watch out, Ike! This is from Jill. Hey. What do you want? Is there any reason you're still on our ship? The crows are gone. The truce is over, isn't it? I have a duty. As a Dingan soldier, I cannot let Crimean princes and her band of mercenaries run free where they will. If you want to start a fight, you're on the right path. Ha! Think you can take us all on your own? Because if you want to get your friends, I won't stop you from leaving the ship. Watching you all fight those crows like a band of street rats with sticks, I could see you were no match for me. But even if I were to leave the ship, the land is too far away for me to reach. Nonsense. I could see land in the distance from time to time, and I thought you could go anywhere on that wyvern of yours. No wyvern could fly that far without resting, and these islands are thick with half-beast scum. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't leave this ship. Then let me ask you, why did you follow us alone knowing that? I wanted to be recognized. I wanted my team to earn me fame. A soldier's little else to strive for. Silly Jill. And yet you soldiers sneer at mercenaries. At least we fight for something real. There are some dumb soldiers in this world. Zing! But that's actually really true, if you think about it. You leave us no choice. I'll take you as far as Begnion. But as long as you're on my ship, you will not utter the phrase half-beast. If you can't agree to this continue, I'll kick you off the ship right now.
Alright.
Appears that Ike has struck a deal. 3 brothers. I'm just saying, there has to be something more that we can do. Boy, you're not making any sense. I understand your enthusiasm to help Ike, but try to explain what you mean. We can't do anything until we know exactly what it is you want to do. You're so impatient, Oscar! I was just getting to it, alright? Impatient? You're calling me impatient? You're so impatient you can barely be bothered to put your armor on. What armor? Nag, nag, nag! Listen, I think we should come up with an unstoppable killer attack. Something only we can do. An unstoppable attack? That sounds good! Doesn't it? I'm glad you approved, Pee-wee. Don't call me Pee-wee! It is a fine plan, but you haven't explained what this new attack is supposed to be. How do we call it? How do we do it? Hey, I came up with the idea. It's your job to figure out the details. Make it cool, though, Oscar. Boy, this plan sounds... Oh, dear. How do I put it? Let me do it! I'll think of a great one! No way, forget that. It's too much for your little Pee-wee brain. I told you, don't call me that! They may not like to admit it, but they certainly are close. That conversation is actually the prelude to the triangle attack. I believe they have a conversation later on in the game. I never got it because I never had the proper time to examine it. For some reason, I ended up using all 3. But it requires that they all use bows, so of course Rolf promotes to a sniper, Boyd promotes to a warrior so he can use bows, and Oscar has to have bows to be used when he class changes to paladin. Ike, there's someone here claiming to be an envoy from the theocracy of Begnion. She's asking if the Princess of Crimea is aboard. What do you want to do? A Begnion envoy? How did she know about the ship? Perhaps she had heard word from King Gallia. On the other hand, if this is Begnion we're speaking of, I imagine there's spies in every corner of the continent. Perhaps one of those spies is the source of her information. So we shouldn't be surprised if she knows about Princess Elincia, right? No, but it's extremely unusual for Begnion to send an envoy to be a princess whom they don't even acknowledge. What do you mean? It is a complicated matter. You see, the envoy is essentially an extension to the Empress herself. Both Crimea and Dane were once part of Begnion. Both nations have only recently splintered from the theocracy. I can't fathom why the Empress would extend the courtesy of an envoy to a nation she must consider somewhat beneath her. She must be planning something. Beneath her? That is somewhat harsh, don't you think? Harsh, perhaps, but it's true. Clothing it in sweet words would not hide its bitterness, will it? Soren, even I would question the tactfulness of your words. I will try to be more diplomatic.
Ike, Nasir, you no need to scold Soren. His words are just that. They do me no harm.
I'm glad to hear that, Princess, but he should mind his manners. Deciding how he ought to treat the envoy is a more pressing issue. Princess, will you meet her and hear her message?
I believe I must. We gain nothing by refusing to see her. Let us meet with this envoy.
Sure, why not? Princess Elincia of Crimea, I presume?
Yes.
It is an honor to meet you. My name is Tanith. I am a Deputy Commander Officer of Begnion's Holy Guard.
I must ask, what would Begnion want me that she would send her Holy Guard to greet me?
The Apostle has learned of you, Princess Elincia, and she has come here to meet with you personally. The duty falls upon me to take you to her now.
The Apostle? Am I to meet... Surely the Apostle has better things to do than... Will you accompany me? I suppose that I...
We are the Princess's escorts, and we will be coming with her. I hope you understand. Of course.
Then, yes, I'll go with you. Thank you. Bad news, ma'am! We sighted lagoons near the Apostle's position. Birdmen! Crows, most likely.
We've seen that kind before. They fancy themselves pirates of a ship, but they are thieves, plain and simple. Commander Sigrun is with the Apostle, and it will take more than a few winged scavengers to get past her. Let's remain calm.
I'm afraid we aren't quite sure where the Apostle is.
What? They've kidnapped the Apostle?
No, from what the commander said, the Apostle grew impatient and had another one of her more willful moments.
LOL.
I asked for docks, and sure enough, one of the longshoremen heard her order the ship to set sail without us.
What? What were her attendants? What was she doing out her guard? Why can't she never just stay put? I've told her time and time again that the seaboards here are rampant with pirates and crow thugs.
Right, where is she now? The wind is poor today, so we think her ship should not be too far from us. I came here as quickly as I could. Understood. We'll move immediately. Excuse me, but is something wrong? Your Highness, I must apologize, but an urgent matter has arisen, and I must tend to it immediately. I'll return for you later. Await my return!
What was that all about?
Judging from her expression, I'd say something has happened to the person she's meant to be protecting. Say, do you think that ship over there is involved? The envoy is flying in that direction.
If so, then the Pegasus Knight's fears have already been realized. They're under attack. It's the ravens they spoke of, isn't it?